there because there will be a volume question or two on there. That was part of our days 1 through 5 review. So make sure you use the formula sheet attached. There will be a volume formula or two you'll need on there. I'll skip over 2. Let me go to quad properties. I don't mind telling you one of the 15 questions tomorrow is a very easy quad property question, but it's going to be a guessing game if you don't know your properties. All right, so very easy 2 points, but it's going to become a guessing game if you don't know most of your quad properties. So I wanted to give you a heads up on there. And then let me talk about 2 and 4 at the same time right now. I'll let you know there's only 2 formulas you need tomorrow. You don't need distance, midpoint, slope. All right, we don't need that. What you need is sector and arc length. So I know it's in your packet. It might be even on your formulas to know sheet. But let me go over it quickly. Area of a sector, measure of the arc, over 360 times pi r squared. A reminder when you use this formula, or maybe you solve for the measure of the arc in this formula, that place right there has to be degrees. This formula is meant for an angle in degrees or an arc measure in degrees, all right, not radians. Versus arc length, which we know is SOR, S equals theta R. Unlike the last one, this one, though, whether you plug in for theta or solve for theta, you have radians in this one. All right, you have radians. So number 1, I want to make sure you guys are aware of the only 2 formulas you need for tomorrow. And the second thing is, let's review again on the calculator. If I have one, but I need the other. Okay, if I have degrees, I want radians, or if I have radians and want degrees. So let's say I have 120 degrees. All right, whether you need to plug that in or you get that as an answer, and you have to have radians. So for whatever reason tomorrow, guys, you need radians. So let's review again, because I'm treating this like the actual Regents exam tomorrow. I cannot answer calculator questions on the Regents exam, so I'm not going to answer them tomorrow. So we got 120. Make sure you tell your calculator you're talking about degrees and just not the number 120. So you go to your toolbox, and again, unfortunately, I've been doing this is the 4th time I've done it, so probably this screen pops up for all of you. But let me just show you what originally pops up is this screen. You go down to units and constants, length and angle, and then you choose degrees. And now it's going to give you 120 degrees because look in the top left-hand corner of your calculator, you're in degree mode. Hopefully it should be anyway. You're in degree mode, so that's a problem. Just highlight 120, go over the 3 dots. There it is, 2 pi over 3 radians. So there's the radian version that you need. And the same thing goes if you need degrees and have radians. So if I have pi over 3 radians tomorrow, and for whatever reason you need to turn that into degrees, same deal. Same deal. I plug in pi over 3. Make sure you tell the calculator you're in radians. Same screen as you got your degrees, but now you select radians, and just make sure that radian is clearly on the outside. Don't put it with the 3. Clearly on the outside of the fraction. And then now your calculator, because you're in degree mode, will automatically give you it back. All right? So I can't answer those questions tomorrow. And there's a reason I'm going over it, because you probably will need to convert tomorrow at some point in the test. Final thing, and I think Matt asked this a couple days ago, but I just want to remind you, these are old Regents questions tomorrow. This isn't like I went searching on the internet looking for honors level questions. These are old Regents questions. So I'm trying to make this as fair as possible for you. All right, as fair as possible. You know the topics that'll be on there, and now I'm telling you there's old Regents questions. So some will be easy, some will be a little, you got to think about it a little bit. All right, so here's what you got today. Most of you know this already, but at the end of every day, you have homework, which come, Ian.
Do you think the same reasons as
Okay. Everyone takes the same Regents. But and that's I wasn't going to bring this up until one of the very last days. Just because you're in honors doesn't make you better than this Regents exam. Okay, it's going to be tough. All right, it is going to be a tough Regents exam. Your fourth, maybe I said this, but your fourth quarter grade means nothing to the Regents exam. It means nothing. Oh, I got a 95 all year long. Doesn't mean you're getting a 95 on the Regents. All right, don't think this is easy because this is everybody's taking it. Okay, it's not. It's going to be tough. And again, you guys should be scoring 85 or above. Let's be honest. All right, but it's going to be tough to get there. At the end of every day, you have homework suggestions. And also, too, there's optional extra practice. I just want to give you a heads up that optional extra practice, you may not have those exams. You may need to print them out because I only printed out the 3 latest ones for you. All right, so some of them, like I'm looking right now on day 1, it says August 2022. You don't have that exam. So either you can look it up and do the problem on your Chromebook, or you can go and print the exam if you want your call. But there's plenty to work on right now. All right, plenty to work on. The rest of the time is yours. But all I need from you guys is working right up until 11:40 today. On this, I don't care what's going on in any other classes. Sometimes I let it slide when I walk around and I see on your Chromebook other subjects on here. Today, I'm not letting that slide. All right, you work with whoever you want, go wherever you want in the room to work with them. But this has got to be the focus. It's getting ready for tomorrow. All right, let's get going. Call me over if there's any issues.